Welcome to PwC's Ideas Impact, our global innovation platform that brings our brand value of creating impact through innovation to life by engaging our global Workday teams to create and ideate new ways to leverage the Workday platform, optimize its capability, drive inspiration, engagement, and innovation. I'm Chris Cameron, a leader in our Workday transformation and innovation practice.
My name is Mark David. I'm from Workday, and I lead our partner innovation practice, which includes our North America software partners and our Built on Workday program.
Hi, I'm Mark Melton from Workday. Based out of the UK, I'm the Senior Director for Partner Platform Innovation, and I lead the Built on Workday program.
Hi, Claudio Valera, PwC's Global Workday Practice Leader based out of Boston.
First, an innovator representing a team who is tackling the issue of automating testing of Workday segregation of duties and sensitive access.
Hello judges, I'm Bilal Rifai, a Senior Manager at PwC Canada and part of the Workday Risk and Controls team. I'm delighted to be standing before you today to introduce Workday Protect, a built-on Workday app that completely streamlines security assessments and allows Workday customers to automatically test segregation of duties and sensitive access controls. With compliance requirements constantly changing and incidents of fraud and data breaches on the rise, security monitoring is crucial for any organization. Our value proposition is to provide Workday customers with a Workday native app, which allows them to not only test security, but also offers AI capabilities to provide security design recommendations and interactive security simulations. Our app will allow customers to test these controls in real time. Our solution scans security setup in Workday and reports access violations based on built-in logic. This logic is proprietary to PwC, and a mapping of business abilities to Workday functional configuration has been curated over the years by risk professionals like myself. But what differentiates Workday Protect from other solutions? Firstly, it is developed on built-in Workday. So it is fully integrated with Workday and provides customers with a consistent user interface and experience. Secondly, the segregation of duties and sensitive access rules are customizable. On top of PwC's built-in rule set, customers have the option to custom build their own rules to meet their needs. Thirdly, the app provides the option to conduct what-if analyses and security simulations to allow for a more preventative control, rather than a detective assessment. Lastly, using an AI chatbot, users may interact more naturally with the app by conversing with it to learn more about security setup. And let's finally talk about numbers. The revenue model is based on annual licensing fees since this is built on Workday. And we believe we can drive anywhere between 50 to 100K per customer per year. And by the end of the first year, we are projecting over $2 million in sales and are expecting to exceed $6.5 million in sales by the third year. Now, to make this possible, my team and I are asking for an investment of $700,000. Thank you for listening, and I welcome any questions and feedback you may have.
I can see there's also the potential here for almost a stepping stone.
Yeah.
You could offer a reduced cost version where perhaps you don't get rule updates and you don't get some of these other features.
Correct.
Give people an on-ramp. But here's one thing. If you were pitching this to me as a CFO, one question I would have in my mind that I'd want you to answer is, what's the cost of a data breach?
Millions and millions of dollars, depending on the organization. And you want to avoid that, right? Other than reputation, other than so many other damages, which are tangible and intangible.
Yeah, it's a good point, and I love the fact that you're sort of bringing up sort of brand permission. I think back to Mark's point, though, it's interesting because it's almost like you're selling insurance, right? So as we think about the $2 million going up to the $6.5 million, have you put much thought into whether you're really going to focus mostly on the customer base, or do you think this is more of an attachment play where for your initial implementation, right, you'll include this as part of that initial sort of service?
So I think it's both. We certainly want this to be part of the implementation project. So when you have a new implementation, this would be something that we offer to clients to say, hey, we're implementing this for you. This is an app that you can attach. And we can also use it during the implementation cycles. For the breach that we talked about, well, through this report, you can identify high-risk confidential information that you want to limit access to. And we can have a small module and functionality specifically for privacy to address things like GDPR and others.
Thank you, Bilal. That was a fantastic presentation. We enjoyed learning about your idea and look forward to seeing where we can take this.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity.
Really cool.
Next, a PwC senior manager who takes on Workday optimization and operational efficiency.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shailesh Mane. I'm a senior manager in PwC's Workday practice, and I'm excited to present my idea to you all today. Introducing the Workday Digital Twin Engine, or WDTE, a process intelligence platform built on Workday that can transform how enterprises implement, test, and optimize their environments. WDTE delivers measurable value in 4 key areas. 1, implementation efficiency. It reduces testing effort by 50%, accelerates overall implementation, and enables faster regression testing across phases. Second, process optimization. By identifying inefficiencies in workflows, our tool can reduce process execution time by up to 40% and can improve user satisfaction and adoption. Third, it can provide industry-specific acceleration. For example, private equity companies that need rapid replication of configuration across portfolio companies. And lastly, compliance and risk. Our tool continuously monitors regulatory adherence, can reduce audit findings by up to 60%. In short, our tool provides unprecedented visibility into user behavior, approval delays, bottlenecks, and process execution, driving higher ROI and improved customer satisfaction. The market is vast. With 11,000 global Workday customers, Workday Digital Twin Engine addresses a 500 million plus Workday-specific process intelligence market. Our business model is a tiered subscription ranging from $100,000 to $300,000 per year, with additional professional services at 1.5 to 2 times the licensing fees. With projected year 1 revenue of 20 million, growing over 150 to 200 million by year 3, our tool offers potential of 20 times ROI. Join us in revolutionizing how world's largest enterprises can implement, optimize, and scale their Workday environments, and let's transform the future together with AI. With that, thank you for listening to me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
So I was really interested in the process mining side of this. And you're mentioning Celonis. There's some incumbents in this space for sure. I want to know, you mentioned that it's about finding bottlenecks. But to me, process mining is also about assessing the impact and the value, right? And so how does this engine look at, like, it's one thing to identify a bottleneck, but also understand, well, what does that mean to the business? And what's the financial and the business impact?
While Celonis does integrate with Workday, but it does not provide a great job in understanding how Workday is set up. So organizations are spending millions of dollars in procuring these tools. Bottleneck was definitely one of the areas that I was looking at closely, because when I talk to our customers, oftentimes their struggle is to quickly get through the business processes and complete them so that their businesses can run and the operations can be streamlined. Now, we from PwC standpoint understand that when you have optimized business processes, these optimized business processes create business value. They provide cost savings for from the bottom line.
I think the exciting part about this solution is it can do a lot. It's almost like what you've built here is like a Workday AI Swiss Army knife. But when we think about that and we think about market confusion and how we position this to the consumer, especially with the BOW platform, you got to be very sort of succinct in what people are buying and what you're selling. How would you sort of make that positioning statement clear to a customer that's looking to buy the solution?
Great question, Claudia. So my positioning would be, we are providing you a solution that can optimize your Workday maintenance and automates it, and also provides you testing automation to not need as many resources you need to maintain your Workday.
Yeah, automation of maintenance of Workday. I think you just put our whole managed services business out of business. Just so you know. But thank you, I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Shailesh. Great job. We really enjoyed the presentation today, and good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Great idea. Yep.
Finally is a group focused on eliminating the risk of knowledge loss.
Hi, judges. I'm Zach Silva, a manager from our PwC Chicago office. I've been in Workday Technology for more than 10 years, helping clients solution their entire Workday technology architecture.
I'm Manoj Kumar Marshall from PwC India team, and have been in the Workday integrations, Extend, and HR technology space in the last 6 years.
Manoj, tell me about your recent product launch. I know that was a big investment for your company. Did everything go as planned?
Hey, Zach. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. We had to delay our major product launch by 4 months. We hired a talented developer with a high salary package, and he became the primary person to answer any questions, and everything was going good. He suddenly left the organization to join a competitor, and we didn't have any systematic departure knowledge management system. And when we hired a new developer, he could not work as quickly. Because of this knowledge issue, we postponed the launch, which cost us an extra $1 million,
We have a solution based on Workday Extend for you at our firm called Knowledge Bridge. It helps streamline the knowledge management process and minimize the knowledge loss caused by layoffs, retirements, reassignments, and resignations. Key features include simplifying mentoring and job shadowing. It records knowledge transfer interviews and stores them in Workday Learning and in AWS.
I wish we had this app earlier. It could have helped us prevent the knowledge loss and maintain the employee productivity. It could have potentially saving us millions of dollars,
He's not alone. A study done by Forbes in 2023 notes an estimated 42% of the expertise required to capably perform a given position is known only by the person currently sitting in that position. When workplace knowledge is lost, it is costly for businesses as employees must waste time and effort rebuilding that knowledge in order to perform productively in their roles. The Extend application helps organizations prevent this by capturing essential knowledge from departing employees. Our primary market is Workday HCM customers. Our key users will be everyone, from the top down. It allows our C-suite to rest easy knowing that we are keeping a well-oiled machine, all the way to our directors and managers who have to be in the weeds of the operations and ensuring that our knowledge is preserved.
Our growth strategy relies on the subscription model with the annual fees between $50,000 and $100,000, tailored to as per the customer size. We plan to secure 10 customers in the first year with a revenue of $500,000 and 30 customers in the next 3 years, generating a $3 million in subscription revenue in 3 years. We are seeking a $100,000 investment for the development, marketing, and partnership. This also includes the human resource cost of 200 hours of app development effort. Hey judges, are you ready to tackle the knowledge retention issues and solve an important problem in society and make a meaningful impact?
We'd love to answer any questions you may have that are still lingering in your brains about our knowledge management app called Knowledge Bridge.
We know that Workday has a knowledge platform. Maybe you can compare and contrast that a little bit with alternatives to doing this sort of thing in a more structured, systematic way.
Great question. We definitely don't want to disrupt the Workday knowledge management platform at all, but it's really just fully leveraging the partnership between Workday and AWS.
A great presentation, by the way, and I love the fact that you're solving a very unique problem, right? Knowledge Bridge is a great name, by the way, and I love native knowledge is a problem that all of our customers have.
So I'm going to ask the question. This is the big question for me on this one is, who wants this and when do they want it?
I think the data speaks for itself, right? When we talk about how it allows them to take a step back and realize, okay, well, we can't operate without Suzy Q here, right? And so it allows them to say, where are our key pain points throughout? If Suzy were to leave, we now have a situation where we have potential loss in knowledge, but then also loss in revenue.
Zach, Manoj, great job. Very interesting idea. So we enjoyed hearing the presentation today.
Thank you all. We really much appreciate it.
Thinking of any of these, where do we have the longest runway to say we wouldn't necessarily be bumping into delivered functionality in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, the roadmap, totally. Yeah. Very cool, Mitch. Yeah.
Simple was my note and clear.
Yeah, it's a real problem. You have some people who are knowledge hoarders.
It's really easy for me to go in and demonstrate you have a security problem. It's harder for me to go in and demonstrate you got a knowledge retention problem.
The future and the promise of AI is all about knowledge building.
Knowledge building.
Yep.
I think that's the right hook, and I agree with you. It would be that positive spin. So I think we have a decision.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
We're good. Welcome back. I'm thrilled to share with you that after a lot of careful and difficult deliberation, our panelists have made a decision to award your idea, your team, your Workday Protect application as the winner of this installment of Ideas to Impact. So congratulations.
Thank you, judges.